My content is intended for adult collectors of the product, not made for kids. Alrighty, we're at Canadian Tire to do a hunting, and we're gonna go see. Alright, we can look at that. We can look at what? They even got Harmony Pegasus, and oh my god, the QuadDrive. There's Destruction, Vanish, Cyclone, a Canadian freaking tire. That's
oh, they have a few things here. 17.
yeah,
okay.
How much is it? And the copyright music's having to play. It's
okay.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna move on to the next store. So there's a Toys R Us behind us, and we're gonna see if there's anything. So the Surge 2-pack, the Surge set, and then after the Slayer, which should be the fan shop now. Nothing. Oh no. They have Cobra and the launchers. Yeah, Cyclone Rock to War. I don't know, I guess we gotta keep hunting to find more, so stay tuned. We're at a Walmart, so we're gonna see what's inside.
This one. Oh!
There's the Stadium, Ace Dragon, Cobra, Stone, the 2-packs.
All the 2-packs?
Yeah, still no way of 2, but
You got the prices.
cheaper than Toys R Us, so
Yeah, a little bit. Do they have all of them?
yeah, price.
No,
Dragon.
already sold some.
Yeah, they sold a lot. Good job on them. Alright, well, is that it or is there more?
No, this is that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Who is it?
DHL Express. Is this Zankye?
Yeah.
Rashad Goodman package.
Okay, well,
Have a great day.
Alrighty, see you later. Package. Oh, what's in the package? Oh my god! It's QuadDrive!
What is it?
Wave 2!
Are you excited?
Yeah, we gotta go open it. Let's do it. Hello everyone! For this video, we'll be reviewing Salvage Valtryek V7. And before we continue with this video, a huge thank you to our friend from Australia who was able to hook us up with this stuff. They know who they are. We are very thankful and we appreciate it. That being said, if you are new here, subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on. Comment your thoughts on it. What is your favorite Valtryek evolution? What are your thoughts after the review? And we'll get started. So this is going to be very interesting to review. I just hope has good slopes and, you know, a bunch of other stuff that it improves from Wave 1. That being said, obviously packaging, you know, looks nice, whatever. QR code is at the end. At the time of this recording, the app is still not updated, so probably still won't work. We get the back of the box right here, as we can see. Yeah, stats and whatever if you want to see core and apex. So this is kind of interesting how they did Shot. So the metal from Shot is the disc, and then after Shot when it's activated is the attachment, and then after Shot before it activated is how it is normally. It's going to be curious to see how this performs and everything. You know, maybe we finally get like a really tight right core, at least better than the previous ones. If it's better than the previous ones, then, you know, that is also good enough for me. Let me just... Okay. We have Salvage, we have the disc, and we have the driver. This is the launcher, and if you're wondering, take off the armor tip. You can hold it on there. Going over part by part, we have our core, which is Valtryek V7. Now, a really big surprise here is actually the detail. So first of all, if we do a side-by-side with the Takara counterpart, you know, obviously it is, you know, we cannot shy away. It is missing the red, the cheek mark, and everything. But what really surprised me is actually, if you look at the official image, it's not painted properly at all, and the sections were off, and it was missing one. But on the actual one, they painted at least the gold wings right. So I'm a little bit surprised with that. So I wonder if that was just a mistake when they were doing it, or maybe if they watched our video and they fixed it after. I don't know, but I'm curious now, if someone actually gets a Valtryek V7, is it going to have the paint incorrect? Is there going to be some molds where it's like that? Or maybe, I don't know, that was just something really interesting. Now, obviously, the thing to mention too is that with the actual gimmick of Valkyrie, when it was introduced in Dynamite Battle, was a very important gimmick. Of course, not really used for attack, but still, basically this core on anything would be bound. Now, this is really just good for stamina / defense. For attack, obviously, just cannot work well, because when you're going to be repelling, you're not going to have enough force, and then you'll just burst, right? But obviously, on this core, there is no bound gimmick, right? Just figured to mention that. I do just hope... the only thing I hope is that the slopes on this are good, or at least better than anything previously. So, you know, at least one surprise, you know, it's got more paint than I expected, and if the slopes are good, that's going to be good for QuadDrive, because we really need something tight for right spins. So, with that, we are kind of done with the core. Now, next up, we get something really confusing, which is the Salvage ring. So, with the Salvage, now obviously, yeah, no rubber, okay, Hasbro's Hasbro, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, right? Here's where it gets confusing by their own standards, okay? So first of all, one thing I don't know why they did, and they did this before. If you notice on Brave to the actual Brave, they actually made the wings not as sharp, and they made it shorter and rounder. And they did the exact same thing here. Now what's weird is that instead of just having it normally rounded, but they also had the pieces, because obviously you can awaken this thing, right? Because the rubber will come off, but for Hasbro, it's permanently molded on. Like, can we still awaken this? Do I just get scissors and then after it's awakened? It was a very odd choice. I would have preferred if it was just unawakened, because it just leads to unnecessary recoil. I think they should have just taken out these bits and just make it extended on the outer part to make it more of an effective attack type. Even by Hasbro standards, you can admit it was a little bit confusing. Now, as far as the side-by-side goes, obviously you can tell, like I've said, it is a bit shorter. Just to show around. No, it's just a really strange choice. Very strange. Like, I'm not even bothered by the no rubber, I'm just bothered by the fact that they didn't even, like, I don't know, think about it for a second. Anyways, oh, we have our armor. The armors don't matter. This is 7, whatever, it doesn't matter, because the armors don't weigh anything. So we have our new disc, which is kind of cool either way, which is a Shot disc, but it's not actually called that. The initials on here, if you look at it, is SQ. What does it stand for? I don't know. I'll give some guess. I actually don't know, and I'm a little bit sad, because I actually want to know what these part names are, but the app doesn't say, and the boxes will never say. So are we just going to end up calling it by the matrix codes that they give us? Like, what is this supposed to be? Yeah, this is just going to be now QD09. Like, I'd love to know the name of this disc. It is based on the metal of Shot, right? I think it's a little cute thing that they did, you know. It kind of, I like the design. Oh, 3 stars too. I like the concept of this. I hope it does weigh something. It is a little bit thin, but I do like the idea at the very least. Now, obviously, as well, since I briefly mentioned, if you know about the Shot driver, you know that Shot's gimmick is that it will jump in the second half of the battle after you do strong shoots. Now, obviously, with QuadDrive, you cannot actually do that. Now, with Shot, it's split into 2 parts. This is supposed to be, I'm gonna actually, so how they had this working is that this is basically supposed to be shot when it's activated, right? So that's why the thing is up, you know. And then after, obviously, this part here is the little sharp part. Even Shot wasn't good for TT, so I'm not really expecting anything with the Hasbro variant, but yeah. I mean, you can't really use this for anything, even by Hasbro standards. Is the Shot symbol changed in any way? I think they just kept it the same. We have our core of Takara Tomy, which is 7.85, 4.71. And after Savior Blade, 10.77 versus 7.28. And after obviously the armor, 1.57, 13.22. Now here's where it's gonna be interesting. How much does the Shot disc weigh? Or whatever it's supposed to be called, the SQ disc. Okay, now we're talking. It's at least above 24, which is what I wanted. So 25.14 grams. So you wanna know what? I expected 24 grams, so 25 I will definitely take. Then after 5.34, and then after 2.07, altogether 7.41, and technically 32.56 versus 42.15. You got it to about 74 if it wants to be okay. 46.10 grams. Now, as far as how the slopes feel, let's get a good feeling. This is probably the best for right spin actually right now. However, let me make sure I'm not being fooled, and let me try out a different performance tip just to be sure. Yep. So this core right now is the best right spin core for QuadDrive that has been released. So at the very least, if you are looking for a good QuadDrive core, this is it. Let's do a side by side. Where's the red, man? Where's the red? Yeah, I just wish they put some red on it. Just side by side. It's bulky. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and then after the side view. Oh yeah, hold on. Now let's get this without the armor tip. Okay, there you go. Okay, now let's get this in high mode. Alrighty, now in high mode. The side-by-side with TT. Dear God. We just need to... Oof. I think overall the Valtryek family does, I would still say it has had it a little bit rough. I think either way though, the last good tip that was released on a Valtryek was actually Speedstorm for Evolution Speedstorm. I think I'm gonna really have to give these slopes... I'm gonna say it, I actually think they're Dragon D6 tier. I think they're Dragon D6 tier. I keep feeling it and it feels right at that tier, like it's actually on that level, so... Okay, now also just to mention this, no, TT came with this cool launcher, so I thought, hey, let's use it. All right, test launch 3, 2, and let rip. So this is with the armor tip on. So without the armor tip, either way, like if I do a test launch, like the stamina on this won't be too crazy just because, you know. Cyclone Rock to board. I'll do like 2 rounds because I need to see how this does, because I am very worried for it. So if it wants to hit it, yeah, no stamina right at the end. Okay, we're gonna try it again. Okay, big hit. It did kill off a lot of stamina just on that hit, so yeah, that's why I'm really worried. So even though it did that big hit, you saw a lot of stamina it just died from. We're gonna try a 3rd time just to be sure. Yeah. So this is pretty much the issue that I just said, that because of how the design is, I don't think this has competent enough stamina, and you even saw it. Even with good slopes and everything, it's still lost by a burst, so that is unfortunate. Now, of course, we need something it can actually win against. So, oh, bro, if it can't burst magma. No, you burst magma. There's no ifs or buts. Is it really not? There you go. Okay. We bursted magma. Okay, so we at least got something out of it. Now what I'm really curious about is recoil against recoil. How does it do against stone? Okay, so it's at least better than stone. It's at least better than stone. Let's launch. I do think at the very least it has that one thing going for it that's good, so, you know, there is that. And hopefully the shot disc proves to be useful. Hopefully. I don't really know how effective the stamina is going to be on this thing, but I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? Yeah, probably not that well. Probably not the, like I said, probably the stamina, you know, it's not going to really have anything going for it. It might still be able to burst stones, so... How really good is it? Okay, so now we've got this in high mode. I should actually also mention something, that the gimmick on 7's armor, since this was kind of important, was that the weight distribution was uneven, so it would always cause it to shake. Now, since the thing is like plastic and whatever, even if I did have this in high mode, I don't even think it would shake that much either way, because obviously, yeah, it's plastic and it doesn't really matter, but a little test launch, then after. It'll be a real test also, because in high mode it's a lot easier to burst. Yeah, either way, even without the armor tip, yeah, this thing is not gonna do it. Anything else? Well, didn't really get close to bursting, so there's that. So we're gonna see now against stone. I should also have mentioned that, remember how I always complained about the eye? They kind of adjusted the eye for the holes there. I don't know if I mentioned this in reviews or not, but they have done that thing. And that has been a very common criticism. I would always say, look at how they turned it into like an eye patch or whatever, and it's like, yeah, well, it's funny. They actually have adjusted the eyes now, so that complaint is changed. This armor is almost popping off. Can you imagine, like, you pull up to a tournament, someone just grabs high mode salvage? I'm actually curious. Was low mode it just lucky, or are you gonna really see? Oh no, look at that. A bursting high too, wow. Alrighty, well, hey, there you go, man. There you go. Okay, let's get Magma, and we'll see. Hopefully Magma is the same case, huh? I'm not gonna bother with stone because, you know, stone is stone and we already know. Do I at least get that with Magma? No, and stamina's not too crazy either. Okay, so just to, before we end off the video with all the battles, I figured, you know, we obviously have to do our match against Carrot. Okay, so before we end off, I figured we have to do our match against TT, so... I don't know. Does it waste enough stamina and then after Hasbro wins? Let's see. It's in the green arena. Okay. It's the power of the jump. We'll probably have a, no, we will have a full video between the two. So now we're curious, huh? Let's see how it does. Kind of jumped on top of it there. Yeah, and a burst. Okay. So to end off right at the end, is salvage worth getting? I think for the core, yeah. Because so far it's like the best one. I've tried this on a few things, so it is the best right spin core. It feels tight when I put it on the same stuff as Dragon B6. Is the salvage blade itself really that good? No. The 7 armor doesn't matter because they're not metal or anything. The shot disc, I don't know because I have not tested it yet. At least it has a decent enough weight, and obviously the armor tip is whatever. For QuadDrive only, you will get something that can be somewhat effective, and even for competitive, it is recommended only really for just the core itself. And that is where we're going to be ending off. I recommend that you check out my other channel, where I do competitive testing, where we'll be testing out salvage stuff. So check it out, link in the description below, and let me know your thoughts. So before we end off, just to show the QR code. I don't think the app has it working yet, but there is your QR code, so go and scan it. And that'll be it. So just let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Before we end off, I just want to mention that we have a giveaway where we are giving away 10 Ultimate Valkyries. It expires March 13th, 2022. Don't miss out on it. It's a great opportunity. You just have to enter by being a subscriber of the channel. Some other stuff, but check out the original video where we went over it. That being said, we also have a store where we're selling Takara Tomy releases. Great deals and everything. Check out our store. Please show it some support. We have Sparking, Dynamite Battle, other stuff, deals and bundles. Check it out. And that'll be it for now. Let me know your thoughts on the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.